doesn't tell me who's in chat. Fuck. Okay, I'm pretty much getting fucked here. I don't know who's in the fucking live. I guess I can go like this. I can just pick up on here. It's probably the closest I can get. No. It says I played this before, but I don't know. John had always thought of himself as a stable person. Stability worked out well when he was just trying not to be the little things get him down. It wasn't so great when everything was crumbled around him. When the entire world started seeming grey and flat, then he begins wondering if all that stability would kill him and if he would care what it did. There weren't any highs or lows anymore. Whatever happened to him, John didn't feel happy or sad. He just killed himself. Wait, what? Hey, what? Wait. Okay, is that a dude or a girl? Hey, why are you spacing up, man? You're a real headache these days, John. You're going to float away on us. Sorry, just got distracted. A moment later, he started drifting away again. Even his friends' voices were nothing but buzzing in his ears, meaningless sounding echoes in his hollow shell. They weren't even really his friends. They were friends of the happy-go-lucky person he'd been at the beginning of high school. These days, they joked about him being no fun. But it was more than a joke. They'd really get tired of him, find someone else, and then he'd be alone. He wasn't sure whether he'd be worse or not. Oh. Just give me 1 second. Okay, let's see. Is anyone in the chat? One person so far. Yeah, I might as well keep going. What was that creepy chick staring at us? I think she is. Who is that anyway? Lizzie Doss. I think in our year, right? John doesn't she have math of you or something? Took John a second to even register that question. They were staring at some girl who was staring back at them. Damn. She looked the same as all the other girls at their school. Sure, maybe she could probably hear them talking about her. He wanted to say something but kept silent. Damn, she's really staring. She's staring at us or John. I think it's him. You think she's a stalker? Her eyes go dark. Yeah, those are some crazy eyes. You better watch out, John. You're a real sad sack these days, but you can do better than her. Shut up. The words were past his lips before he could stop them. Why did he have to open his mouth now of all times? But he couldn't let them keep talking about her like that. People called him creepy or crazy all the time, and he hated it. But after those 2 words, he just stood there like an idiot. Even when something mattered to him, he couldn't pull himself together. What's wrong with you, man? Don't say things like that about people. You don't know. She's just hanging out top here like we are. Oh no, she's giving us some serious crazy eyes. Just leave her alone, okay? She hasn't done anything to you. Sheesh. Okay, man. You think she's going to fall in love with you as her handsome protector or something? That would be like John. You want to talk about this crazy girl? Be our guest. We're heading back to class. Don't wait up, man. ... The way her eyes moved, John thought she was focused on him so intensely that she might not even heard what the others said. Did it even bother her? He wished he could be like that instead of the smallest of the things sending him and crashing into a state of worthlessness. But maybe she was like him, just capable of hiding it. John cleared his throat and walked up to check up on her. ... Hey, sorry about them. They can be some a-holes sometimes. Well, I guess I don't have a lot to say sorry, but if we bothered you. John slacked away and cursed his own idiocy. She had been fine without him. He just made everything worse. There had been sometimes hard in her eyes. There had been something hard in her eye, a strength he didn't have. He had probably been projecting his weakness onto her first place. She wasn't like him. She wasn't broken. She could shrug off things and his friends get on with her life. At least that meant she could shrug off annoyance too. She'll probably just forget all about him. So much talking. Thank you. You're so kind. Such a kind person. The kindest person. The only person. I found you. I finally found you. I 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 found you. The teacher's voice was blah blah blah. I'm not sure how, even though he stumbled through every day, he was doing okay in school. He seemed he could. Dude, this was almost the worst part. He seemed normal, even though nothing was normal anymore. It wouldn't even be normal again. What did Miss Smith say? High functioning depression? Such an awful, empty phrase. At least class was over now. He could go home, sleepwalk through his assignment, and then fall unconscious, at least for a few hours. Then he became aware of her. She was watching him. Maybe she wanted to thank him? No, he was being stupid. He'd done nothing worth thanking. Most likely she wanted something from him, or most likely of all, maybe she didn't care about him and was imagining the whole thing. She was still staring though. Losing all his glare at her, smile at her, go talk to her? Here's the thing. I don't know what to do. Do I go talk to her? Basic baby resolution is not optional, what? I don't know. It's telling me something, this dumb thing. I don't know what it's talking about. Yeah. Let's smile at her. Her expression was impossible to read. Was she shy? Was she embarrassed for him? Either way, she doubt it mattered. He needed to get to his appointment anyway. He didn't want Miss Smith getting mad at him again. Best choice was the smile. I'm not talking to that crazy person. Miss Smith was was the only person people John could focus on. He wasn't sure how good she actually did. I don't care. John, you're not looking so bad today. Did something good happen? A boy your age ought to be more interested in girls. Are you dating someone? No, I can't focus on people. Maybe I could prescribe you something for that. We don't have any on hand right now, but I could get it quickly. That's an advantage of having Q-Tech in town. I don't want to take this medicine anymore. I don't think it's working. Paxton, but that's the first one you really responded to. I feel worse. Everything is so gray. Voices just echo. Can't I go back to generic medicine? John, you need to understand that you're deeply clinically depressed. It's not my professional option that you should, under no condition, go off your medication. When you're getting used to medication, there can be initial side effects. Sometimes things to get worse before they can get better. Okay. All we heard was that he was too broken for any drug to fix. He was so worthless. Even the newest drugs from Q-Tech didn't do anything. I'll renew your Paxton prescription and see about getting you complementary drug. We'll figure this out yet, John. Now, why don't you lay down over there and we can begin our session. Good. Get comfortable. Did something special happen during the day today? No, normal day. The therapy session quickly fell away into a meaningless buzz for a short time. At least he didn't feel that emptiness. Finally, or too soon, it was over. Miss Smith told him he was doing well and sent him on his way. John slumped back home. The house was empty like it always was. Ever since his mother left, his father spent all his time working. He did his homework, ate, I don't care. Somehow he dragged himself into bed and fell asleep. The routine used to be comforting. His mind cracked eventually. Maybe it was happening for a second. He thought he saw a girl out the window. But no, there was nothing. Of course there wasn't. He was just losing it. Of course you would. I don't know why there would be a girl there. He had to face it somehow. It seemed impossible until the moment he finally stumbled into class. School was an unusual, mindless buzz. There was a job fair announced and third period as if it meant anything at all. Almost everyone in their school would either go to work for Q-Tech, move away, or stay in town and become unemployed. John wondered which one of those would happen to him, but from a distance, as if he was thinking about some person he barely knew. I'm just gonna skip some of this. Let's just skip some of this all the way. Here, we'll go here. There was a piece of paper sitting in the middle of his locker. Cheer up. That's all it said. Nothing on the back side. No other clues. Probably a girl's handwriting. Who left it? Hey, did you see anyone messing with my locker? Huh? Did something get stolen? There's too many guys around here to me to notice. It might have been a girl. It might have been a girl leaving a note. Like a love note? Keep dreaming, John. You think any girl's going to love your sorry, eh? No, of course no one could love him. So you didn't see anyone? Okay, thanks. Hey, John, you going to tell me she's a Canadian? I'm heading back to class. See you later. And she's really hot, right? Your imaginary girlfriend sounds amazing. John knew he should probably just take some more Paxton and head back to class, yet he was still holding onto the paper. He wasn't sure why. It really could be a prank or one of those guys trying to trick him. If so, it would probably be followed by another fake note asking him to come out under that stupid confession tree where they'll let him wait and then laugh at him. But just for a moment, he saw the girl watching him. Could it have been her? By the time he got to class... Okay, so he's pretty much thinking about the whole thing, what could happen. He had his locker, not daring to imagine anything, so there was another paper waiting there for him. They shouldn't say those things about you. Oh, S. It didn't even look like the same person's handwriting. The first typing beautiful calligraphy. This one has a hero scroll. If he was all a prank, he no longer had any idea who was going along with this. He had already been beating himself over something wrong time. Just too much for John to have. He straight home. No doubt. That's like a yandere. Next day, John went as early as possible and approached his locker anxiously. He wasn't sure what he would want to find. There was no note this time, but there was a chocolate heart wrapped in foil, set in the exact center of the bottom of his locker. John stared at it for a while, then slipped into his pocket and then hid to class, even though he knew he would be far too early. There was no way he could eat it. If it really was a prank, they might have slipped a laxative or something inside of it. That was some kind of thing his friends thought was funny. But it was that girl. It didn't matter now. What mattered was that someone clearly knew his locker combination could get in whenever they wanted. That could be a real problem. He knew he should come up with a solution before tomorrow, but what? You know what? Let's leave a note. If someone's breaking into our locker, leaving notes and chocolate, heart-shaped chocolates, you know what you should do? Leave them a note. Probably the dumbest thing you can do. John got a small sheet of paper, one of those notebooks. He wrote names in the inside and set it in his locker. If it was a prank that, I would have thrown the pranksters off, and if it was someone who meant well, hopefully they would take it as a normal gratitude. He headed home. When he opened his locker the next day, his note was gone. Was that a bad choice? Making an effort to set the mystery of the locker aside, John went with his friends to the rooftop for lunch. Her gaze was even more intense. Looks like a confession tree in full bloom. You really believe their stories. So it's so much about the love tree. Let's see. Well, because people like you keep telling stories, there's nothing magic about these. Girls think the tree is romantic, so of course they're more likely to agree to there, and the guys would have turned someone down in front of the audience. That's all it is. S, man, what is wrong with you today? With an attitude like that, you're never going to get a girl. You insulted the tree. You're cock block, you know. That day, John couldn't get his therapy appointment. Are you okay, John? Perhaps you should be on a stronger formulation. Formulation. I can't say it. Well, recession should make you feel better. Lie down and get comfortable. Miss Smith, does Paxton have any visual side effects? I sure hope not. Kitech has the highest of standards for every drug it pulls out, and the Paxton is nearing its final trial. Having any vision problems? I don't really care about the whole that student trailer confession under. Whoa, someone burnt it. What happened? Oh, I didn't like that tree either. He stared at the words as if they were a foreign language, wishing he could avoid understanding the conclusion. I didn't like that tree either. There's one thing I'm currently not understanding. It was her. It had to be her. It had to be. None of the friends would be in that saying now. And what would be the point of a prank like that? But what was the point of her? What did she think she would accomplish? Should he tell someone? But this wasn't exactly evidence. And did he really want her to go in that much trouble? John decided he was being stupid like usual. Just talk to her. Hello, Lizzie. Are you never going to greet me? Hello. I said it. Why are you following me? Because Could this girl really have burned down the tree? It didn't seem like she had it in her. Were you the one leaving me notes in my locker? Yes. How did you know my combination? I watched you. You left me a note. It was almost too much. I took it home and I'll keep it forever, ever and ever. John realized that he was way over his head, yet his mouth was still moving, asking the inevitable question. Why did you burn it down? Because it was a stupid tree. You're so smart. You said it just right. It was awful and stupid. I hate it, and I hate it. It's all because of you, John. I could never do what needed to be done before. Now I can. She wasn't stable. She wasn't even close to what she got herself into. I finally found you. You're the only one for me. Part of him knew that he should do something. Run away away, call the cops yet. Why? Huh? Why do you care about me? How can you ask that? You're the best person. You're the only person. Full S. I'm just another high school boy. No, not even that. I'm worthless. No. Don't say it. It's not true. It's not. I'm broken. My brain doesn't work right. I'm not even the strongest. Not even the strongest drugs can make the difference. Well, that's not true. John is perfect. How can you say these things? The way her words flowed. You're not well, Leslie. You need help. You said my name. No, I could never. You're the only person who matters. Oh. Holy crap. I watched you. Always. You're so good and kind, perfect, and even to a girl like me. You're so sad, but you're still kind. I don't know who could be broken like me but you. I can't help you, but if you want to help yourself, you need to forget about me and get real help. You're confused. Yes, confused. Poor John is so depressed. He's not thinking straight. He doesn't understand how much I love him. He needs my help. The world froze for a moment as the knife glinted, and all it could do was stare at the edge. You just need someone to take care of you. I'll stop everyone who says unkind things about you. No, I should just take you home and keep you there safe. Yes, you just need some help. That's hot. Where the hell had she gotten the knife? Would she actually use it on me? A second later, John realized that it was a foolish thought. This girl had burned down a tree because he said it was stupid. He had no idea if there's any limits on what she might do. And would that really matter? He spent nights laying in bed, wishing he had never been born, wishing he had a way to end it all. You can't threaten me. John, get away from that edge. It's not safe there. He took several steps. My life matters so much to you. Stop toying around with me. No, you don't understand. What do you even want? To stab me and tell I'm yours forever? Is that it? Never. John is so good. I can't. I never need to stab him. Please come away. I'll take good care of you. You can't. Huh? Maybe we should have good attention, but you need help. Unless you get it, you can only hurt me. I will. Whatever you want. I promise. Just don't hurt yourself. It was a lie, of course. She was just saying whatever it took to get me to step away from the edge. The look in her eyes, it looked so fake. She needed hope too. Maybe I could be the one to help her, assuming she didn't stab me. But what the hell is he living for anyway? Lizzie, would you make a promise with me? A promise? I'll step away, talk to you, or let you leave notes in my locker, or whatever it is you want. But you have to listen to me and get some help. Can you do that? You promise? You promise you won't leave me if I say yes? I won't leave you, Lizzie. Forever? Forever, good. Now set down that knife. Oh, whoops! At that moment, Lizzie lunged towards me, insanely fast, and grabbed his wrist. Impossible. She held him up. Her body was thin, yet somehow she had stopped his fall and held him up with one hand. Her eyes held a mixture of unstoppable fear and twisted desire in that moment. He knew with absolute certainty that if he had fallen, she would have thrown herself off after him. You can't die, John. You're the only one, and the only one. With that same incredible strength, she pulled him back to the rooftop. Unfortunately, she had left a knife behind him when she lunged to catch him, but she was still anxious being so close to him. John, he's dead. John, I love you. I won't let anything bad happen to you. I swear she was completely unstable. She was actually dangerous. She seemed to care about him more than anything. Or was he just pathetic? He just latched onto someone who showed him the slightest sign of affection, worthless. John, you'll keep a promise, right? Of course. Then tomorrow we'll both see someone. I'll get you some medication. Is that okay? That's what John wants, and of course it's okay. Good, perhaps. But I want more than that. I love you, John. I've told you over and over. Don't you love me too? At least she was talking. Flashing the sails. Let her down. Shit. Okay, yeah, here's the thing. I gotta get off soon. Here's the thing. How the frick do I choose? So if I don't pick right, this girl's gonna kill me. There's only one choice, and one choice only, I can do. Lizzie, I don't know you very well, but yes. Yeah, but, well, just how it is, I think you're a good person. No, I'm awful. John is just being kind and not answering the question. I want to get to know you better, Lizzie, but then I could love you. Oh, he said it. I just hope that was a mistake. So it was a mistake. No, John loves me, but that's all that matters. Okay, I'm gonna end it off right here. As soon as we get to a save point, I'm gonna save right here. I hope you guys enjoyed this, actually. You know, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Because I do, it's pretty fun. It's actually pretty fun. It's actually pretty fun. I hope you guys like this. If you guys do, I'll keep continuing this next time. But I hope you guys did enjoy this. I think it's pretty fun. Especially this girl, she's pretty hot. The whole yandere thing. Ooh, dude. I'm impressed. She won me. She won my heart. From the yandere, she won my heart. Yeah, I'm gonna end it off right here. Hope you guys enjoyed this.